Welcome to the Home Life Expo. I'm your host, Elizabeth D'Orazio, coming to you from the Levrone Arena. For the last 39 years, the Lebanon Area Chamber of Commerce has brought you the absolute best in home and life and safety. So if we're talking safety, that means we have to talk to the experts, the American Red Cross. I'm joined by Linda Nordman, and she is going to tell us about the wonderful initiatives they do year-round and a special program coming up. Thank you for joining me, Linda.
Well, it's great that you're having us. So I belong to the Upper Valley disaster team for the Red Cross in New Hampshire and Vermont. We cover 4 counties and 2 states, and we do a lot of assistance to the fire departments, support for fire support, and we do casework for clients who lose their homes, and we support their needs in getting them a place to stay, safe place to stay, and then referrals to try to help with their recovery and getting them back on their feet. We rely completely on donation. We are so blessed to be in the area that we live in, where we have businesses that happily donate, coffee and sandwiches and things in the middle of the night to support our local fire departments. It's a wonderful area, and our mission is to help people.
One of the key things that you and I were talking about before we came on air is the need for fire safety education. And I understand that there's a national program right now that the Red Cross is doing to really get us to revisit home safety with fires.
Right, it's a home fire campaign. And what that is the volunteers for the Red Cross go out and they install in homes as many smoke detectors as you need. It's for people who rent or people who own. If you need a smoke detector, they're not hardwired, so to speak.
So you can put them anywhere. You don't have to worry about putting holes in walls.
You don't have to worry about, for older people and clumsy people like me, you don't have to worry about changing the batteries every 6 months.
Okay.
So it's funded by a lot of corporations and the Red Cross, and they go for about $25 a piece in the store. And you just can't be safe enough. And so when we install as volunteers, we go in and we educate people on home fire safety and making a plan, working with the kids to practice what it sounds like when the smoke detectors go off.
And you and I were talking about this because I have a toddler, and at first the sound was like, okay, it was interesting, and then it scared him, and he wanted to hide, and I had to say, no, this is okay. This is when we call the firemen, and teaching him, what to do, and if he can't get to, mommy or daddy, where does he go, and things like that, and you have to practice it with them going off.
Right, and it's a good thing to practice it once a month. All you have to do is hit the button on your smoke detector and it goes off, and then the kids are alerted to the fact that's a smoke detector. Well, they don't know if it's the real thing or not, but let's always assume it's the real thing.
And we want to make sure that our viewers check out your website because you have some absolute great disaster boot camps coming up in many regions of the state.
Right, so AmericanRedCross.org. For Vermont and New Hampshire, we have 4 what we call boot camps, which is an onboard training in a weekend for client casework and psychological counseling and medical stuff and just general, people can just instantly onboard.
Good.
After the weekend worth of training. And it's really important. We have picked up some amazing volunteers through it. There's two in New Hampshire this year and 2 in Vermont. 1 coming up in Bethlehem, New Hampshire next week. It's a lot of fun. It's a great way to give back and pay it forward.
Well, I want to thank you for joining us, and to all of our viewers out there, whether you want to take part in a disaster boot camp or if you want to give back, or if you're a small business owner or a business owner and you're looking for a great fundraiser, remember, supporting the American Red Cross supports us all.